Do you remember 9/11? Do you remember how quickly, bam, things changed way beyond what happened in New York and what happened in Washington and what happened in Shanksville? It affected industry and jobs. Paul Walters, who's not here this morning. Hi, Paul. He was an airplane mechanic for U.S. Air. It wasn't long before he didn't have a job anymore. There were others who were affected that way. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. I went out just because, man, I do look at the stock market every so often, and it's been going crazy lately. I have a 401k, and I looked at it and went, man, it's like going in the right direction now. A couple years ago, it was going in the wrong direction. This is pretty cool. If I put my faith and my trust that is my provision, no. God is our provider. Belshazzar trusted in the strength of his own fortifications, in the supply of his own provision, and in the providence of false gods. Pastor, I'm sitting here this morning. Don't you know I don't trust in false gods? I wouldn't be here if I did. But there's a lot of things that we trust in. There's a lot of things that we will go to before we go to the Lord. We too often keep the Lord as our last resort. How many times I have talked to people, not within the congregation, but other people, and they will share with me some issue that's going on, and I say, well, I'll pray for you. And they get this look on their face like, well, but it's not that bad. Right? Because the mentality is, well, I don't want to bother God with that. He's got big stuff. He's got big stuff. He's got the universe to keep moving correctly and so forth. He's got some pretty important stuff in this. As big as it is to me, okay. I don't really want to bother. No. That's not it. He's your dad. He's your dad. He is your provision. He is your supply. He is your strength. He is the one who cares for every single moment of time for you. There's an amazing verse that we're going to come up on that I just love about the way God holds the breath that we have in his hand. Wow. He should be the first resort, not the last resort. And what you find is he becomes the first resort and the last resort. Because he is the first and the last. He's the beginning and the end. If we go to him first, we're just going to stay there because we don't have to go anywhere else. That's the way it works. It's awesome.